Boy, guys, for something so simple, this thing kind of kicked my Today I need to address the power antenna issues. I broke one side off when I was taking my antenna out, the power antenna. So I'm going to attempt to fix that. I'm going to have to cut off the fitting on this side that's still good, but it is what it is. So I'm going to try something that's really slick here. I'm going to try and cut this end clean. And now I need to cut this one clean. Okay. Alright, so here's what I'm using. It's called an inline F connector for RG6 Coax. So what it is it's a coupling with two caps. You can't see in my black gloves, but there are two O-rings. So how this works is it's like a compression, and it has teeth inside of here. You probably can't see that. There's teeth inside of there. And when you tighten the cap, this squeezes down and makes contact with the outer strand. And on the inside of this coupler is a portion that will make contact with the centerpiece. So let's see how this goes. Put the end caps on first. The instructions are on the back, so put the end caps on. Then you just simply slide an O-ring over the coax. Do that on both sides. Okay. Step 3, I'm using pliers. Firmly squeeze opposing piercing fingers 2 at a time. Continue squeezing until all fingers form a smooth circle that the cap can easily slide over. Okay. So it says to put this on and push it on about four revolutions. Well, that's odd. There are no threads or anything. But why they're telling you to twist it is so that you get the very center portion of this coax into this little hole in here. I thought maybe the O-ring needed to be inside of here, down inside of here, but I don't think so. I think it actually ends up making a seal for here so that moisture doesn't get inside from this way. So then the next step, I need a pair of pliers. All right. The next step is to squeeze these fingers in. Squeeze these fingers in. You need to squeeze them in 2 at a time, it says. And the reason you have to squeeze them in is so that you can get the cap over it. And then the cap, it's like a swedge. And then the cap is going to end up really pushing these down on there. Okay, I can't quite get the cap on yet. Can't quite get the cap on, so I'm going to squeeze it a little bit more. There we go. This squeezed pretty good now. Okay, I can just barely get it over. I got it over, and I'm at the threads. it's cross-threaded. I don't have this good enough yet. I don't have these squeezed in enough yet. I can't get the cap on freely. We'll squeeze it in more. Okay, we'll see how that goes. It doesn't look like the cap is going on straight to me. And it needs to. This cap needs to go on straight. It can't go on cross-threaded. I love the concept of this thing, but it sure is not working very well. Maybe I gotta squeeze these in more. There we go. Really had to be lined up. This really wanted the cross thread. So then when you tighten this, it pushes these teeth through the, my belief is it pushes the teeth in here. On these fingers have teeth. And it pushes those teeth through the rubber and making contact with the outside braided portion of the coax. So there's one side, guys. So now let's do the other side. I already have my cap on it. Okay, it went on over the fingers. I just need to make sure it goes on without cross-threading. It really wanted the cross-thread on the other side. Oh, here we go. This doesn't look like it's cross-threading. I believe it's on straight. I just, unbelievable, guys, unbelievable. The O-ring got pushed through the back of the cap. It didn't get pushed up where it was supposed to. Unbelievable. Okay, I had to manually put the O-ring in place. There we go, now it goes right on. The O-ring was, boy guys, for something so simple, this thing kind of kicked my ass. So I'm going to use a wrench just so that I can finger tighten these more. So there's my coupler, guys. Now I have a connection back to my antenna. Even though my power antenna doesn't work, the antenna still works for radio reception. So there it is, guys. It's great. I mean, how else can you splice this back together so easily? It's a little bit clumsy, but it works, so I'll take it.